Hey everybody, Matt here from Matt's Movies, Music and More, welcoming you to this week's movie review episode. Yay! I wish the rest of it would be that great, but today the movie I'm actually talking about today is a movie which a lot of you are probably going to go, what the hell is this? I've never heard of this. Yes, I've gone through a little bit of a B movie and indie movie kind of marathon recently, in which I've decided to watch a few films that some I'd heard of and some I hadn't heard of. And a lot of them were chosen to watch because of the people involved, actors and stuff like that I like. So this movie today I've decided to talk about is a movie that came out in 1998, and it's called Safe Men, and it's directed by John Hamburg and stars Sam Rockwell, Steve Zahn, Paul Giamatti, and a very, very young Mark Ruffalo. The movie is about two lounge singers who are played by Sam Rockwell and Steve Zahn, and the movie is about the fact that these two are actually mistakenly identified as two safecrackers, one of whom in the movie is played by Mark Ruffalo. I don't know the other actor's name, I completely forgot. That's how prepared I am today. And the person who mistakenly identified them is a character called Veal Chop, who is played by Paul Giamatti. And I love Paul Giamatti. I think he's a great actor, really underrated. And he works for a guy called Big Fat Bernie Gale, who's played by Michael Lerner, who's a guy you may have seen in lots of different types of movies. But it's an unusual one, this one, because basically because of this mistaken identity thing, the Mark Ruffalo character and his buddy, they're going around stealing stuff from safes and stuff, but the Steve Zahn and Sam Rockwell characters are having to do it because they're being threatened with their lives. They're sort of saying, well, you're the best safe crackers out there, so you need to go out and do these jobs for me, otherwise I'll kill you, and stuff like that. And it does have its comedy moments here and there, but it's a really strange one. You can see real star potential with Sam Rockwell and Steve Zahn and Paul Giamatti. They're great in this film. Ruffalo doesn't have too much to do in it, apart from just appear here and there as the safe, but he's kind of a guy that's moping because the girl that he loves is actually moved on and ditched him and is now falling in love slowly with the Sam Rockwell character, who she actually meets trying to rob her father, which is quite funny. The father in that is actually played by the great Harvey Fierstein, who people will know as the guy with the raspy voice from Mrs. Doubtfire and Independence Day. I think he's a great actor, very, very funny guy. But regarding Safe Men, I can't really give too much of the plot away because it's a weird one to sort of explain anyways, because it lost my interest a few times, to be honest. I was watching it mostly because I like the people involved, but I tend to watch a lot of movies nowadays actually kind of whilst doing other things, whether it's on my computer or on my phone or whatever. And to be honest, this one was a hard one to follow because it was kind of boring in places. And again, it's a shame that it's another film that I'm talking about that it's not as fun as it could have been. Again, the movie poster really kind of shows it being sort of like a fun sort of mobster kind of comedy, but it isn't that at all. It's just kind of a mistaken identity type movie, and it does have sort of humour here and there, but it's not really humour I care about. It's kind of boring. So I'm really sorry to say that this isn't a particularly great movie. It could have been better. I think had it had a better script. I don't think the directing or the actors involved have done anything wrong. I just think the movie itself is nothing really special. So I guess, you know, that's my review on Safe Men. I'm really sorry if any of you guys out there really like the film, but it just didn't do anything for me really. I'm not going to slag it off because that's not me. Everyone has entitlement to their own opinions, and that's one of my opinions. I just think the movie's pretty bland. So I guess that's my review on Safe Men. So the film is available to buy on DVD, I believe, in America. I don't think it's ever received a DVD release in the UK. If it has, it may have been recent because I don't recall seeing it in my local retailers, but it probably is out there somewhere. I don't know if it's available on the streaming sites, but it could be. Again, it's a case of, is it worth really putting your time into watching this movie? I'd probably say if you're a fan of any of the actors involved, by all means check it out, but it's not something you need to rush out and check out, to be honest. So I suppose that's my review on Safe Men. So I'm really sorry to give you a bit of a downer there. So, you know, hopefully the next video will be a lot more fun with the next film I talk about. So thank you very much for tuning in to this episode today. Sorry if I rambled too much to get your attention out of it. But Matt's Movies, Music and More will have some more interesting films coming up soon, hopefully. Stuff that I can really sink my teeth into. And fingers crossed you'll give them all the likes and everything, and give us some comments and feedback about, you know, what I'm doing right and if I should do anything better, or any suggestions even, because as it's a new startup for me, it's just, you know, something I want to try, and fingers crossed with your help, you know, you can help me go in the right direction. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and like and subscribe to all the latest videos. We have an official Facebook, we have a Twitter, we have an Instagram, of course we have YouTube, but we have a Patreon as well, which has just started. Fingers crossed when it's up and running after a bit of time, hopefully you guys might want to put a buck in or something like that, and hopefully help me with potentially some new films and some other things to talk about. Like, of course, this is Matt's Movies, Music and More. I want to talk about music too, so there will be some music stuff coming up soon, hopefully as well. So thank you very much, guys, and we'll catch you on the next video very soon. All the very best.